First of all, let me dedicate this book to the entire JNU community. And mostly to our students who have for last 1 year endured so much, and colleagues who have stood for this institution. Also, we wanted this book release as a mark of, I can't call it celebration, but some kind of a joy that we should all enjoy together. Because of the context in which this book came out, I will describe that briefly. Because these are very difficult times. There are lots of moments of gloom, which can really take away a lot from colleagues and students' lives. But there are also moments in which we showed that we can resist all that is happening to JNU, all that is being done against JNU. Those are the moments we must cherish. And this book came out of one of those moments in which JNU teachers and students played a major role in bringing this book into shape and the lectures that happened before that. Now, some of our colleagues are here who were present, Professor Anand Kumar, Kamal Chinay, who were present on the night of 12th, when, just a day before that, the entire JNU community was in shock and awe because the president of the student union had been picked up by the police from the campus. It once happened before during emergency when the president of the student union was picked up. Now, during those scary days, when panic was spreading, it's the teachers of this university who showed tremendous courage and who decided that we cannot let this happen on our campus, that police enters and picks up an elected student from this campus, and then subsequently 2 other students have been arrested and taken to jail, and the whole series of attacks that followed. Professor Anand Kumarji, when things were written about JNU, that JNU should be closed down, JNU is a den of anti-nationals, we laughed it off. We didn't take them very seriously. We felt very secure in our own environment, thinking that nothing will happen after emergency, nobody can touch us. But what unfolded in the next month could tell you that we are not so secure. Anything can happen, everything can be taken away from us. Unless we stand in one voice, we are united and we resist. That's why we did, that's what we did. On the 12th night, the teachers came together, and we had our teacher colleagues, Professor Anand Kumar, and then I rushed back from Ajamgarh, where I went to the village of one of our most famous Dalit intellectuals who is no more, to his village. But then that night we started it all, and the next day the human chain. Those students who joined this year should know, I have never seen a human chain like this. I don't know what the Bihar human chain would be looking like on, anti-liquor policy, but I have never seen a chain that starts from the North Gate, all the way up to Sabarmati, turns right, and goes all the way near the towers, where there is a wall, and we couldn't go any further. So we turned and assembled here. That kind of human chain really galvanized the whole community, that there are strong teacher support behind the students, and they should not really panic, and they should again come forward and fight this out. And then we are attacked. We are attacked in many meetings. We are attacked in television channels. False doctored videos were shown on channels to brand us as anti-nationals. Everywhere we are called anti-nationals. Our faculty were thrown to a stone, attacks were against them, wherever they went to speak. But in those difficult times, we again started a counter-narrative. I see faces like Mridula Mukherjee, Aditya Mukherjee, people like Professor Narang and others, Professor Anand Kumar, Professor Purushottam Agarwal. We all went to TV channels, started writing in newspapers, and created a narrative that all this falsehood that is being sprayed against JNU is not right, And JNU is not what it is today because of anything but freedom of expression. JNU is what it is today because the autonomy it enjoyed all through these years. It is our autonomy, it is our freedom which made us reach where we have reached today. This is the message we spread, and it caught on. And after that, you will see when Kanhaiya Kumar went from city to city, he was drawing large crowds who came and saw what is this anti-national looks like. And they were really impressed by his talk, by his speech, and they knew what JNU is made of, what kind of quality our JNU students or teachers are made of. In those moments, we realized that you cannot go on protesting, demonstrating, indefinitely, because every day things were happening, and we had to raise our voice, speak out against it during the high-level inquiry committee. All that was happening. So, one momentous decision that JNUTA general body took, and thanks to the suggestions that were invited from the teachers to give us some ideas about some innovative ways of protesting. And from that general body, I remember, flowed this idea that we should have a series of lectures. The first series was, of course, on nationalism. And that was the first series, followed by another series, Azadi, the different meanings of freedom. The second series, by the way, this has been published, the first series. The second series is going to be published. The editorial committee is working very hard on it, and it will soon, very soon, come out, and we'll again have another function to celebrate, let's say, even the success of that lecture series. I'm telling you, lecture series has really opened my eyes. I have been here, student protesting since 70s, 83, all that, but never seen such innovative things can really propel the students into something, greater heights of commitment and resistance and all that. Because all these evening lectures were absolutely successful. People came from outside. Students who never attend other lectures in different disciplines, they all came here to listen. Students from sciences are listening to Mridula Mukherjee speaking on history, which never happens. And there was so much of enthusiasm to listen to these lectures, huge amount of crowd, the alumni. I have seen teachers with their families, kids, assembling here. So this became a point where we are speaking in favor of JNU and against all the attacks that were happening, but in a different narrative, in a different, in a different kind of structure. That is the lecture series. The latest one also was on democratizing social justice. Now the student, it's so popular with the students. Let me admit one thing. Students of Backward Caste Forum, OBC Forum, when I talked to them yesterday, because some colleagues said, can you do it here or not? I said, I will talk to them. There are students. We always advocate. We tell the VC, talk to students. Why can't I talk to students? I came here and talked to them. And when I asked the question, can I have it here? They felt so embarrassed. They said, sir, how can you ask such questions to us? I mean, we are with you. We have always been with you. Junta can hold anything here at any time. So please don't ask such questions. So that made me feel very proud of them. That here they are, and many colleagues were probably apprehensive. They asked me one question: why did you cancel the 2 lectures that are about to happen? I said, we're not sure because there are various protests, and we'll have guests from outside. What will happen? They said, nothing would have happened, sir. We feel bad that you cancelled, which shows that they also realize that the lecture series, has worked as a catalyst to the whole movement. I mean, and they were missing it. And I'm also proud of one thing. Today I saw another group of students having a tent there. I also talked to them that we will be having. They were so happy that, sir, you go ahead. I said, look, maybe our speakers will be speaking things which you may not like, some other group may not like, but listen to us. Whatever might be your opinion, they said, sir, we'll listen. And also I asked, why are you sitting here? Then, I mean, all of us should be feeling proud. All the student groups that are here demonstrating at various points of time have been having one objective, one objective, that is to defend the admission policy of JNU. This has been in existence since 70s, and nothing defines JNU more than its own, than its admission policy. Nothing defines more. JNU is a just society. JNU's admission policy allows a lot of people from deprived backgrounds and backward regions because of its admission policy. And recently we had a raise in the admission policy, deprivation points from 10 to 12. So all of them are united on this. This gives us real hope. This gives us real hope that the defining character of JNU is being defended by all sections of society, despite their ideological differences. That they are also for defending that old admission policy. So in the background of all this, these lectures were very critical to our movement. We have gone through a lot in the past 1 year. Probably somebody said, Ajay, have you finished? Are you finishing your 2 years? I said, I have only 1 year. I had only 1 year. She is smiling. I said, you are right. This 1 year felt like 3 years. You know, so such is the pressure every day, including, you know, when we started this meeting, getting a notice. Every day I am getting notice. My wife is receiving, my son is receiving. But the point is, we all stood together during this time. We all are getting notices in various ways. Many of us are getting notices, but we will not give up our space for which we fought last year. Still we are fighting for that space, and all student organizations are also in their own ways reclaiming this space. And to celebrate that moment, not to celebrate anything else, not to celebrate the attack on JNU, but the way we defended JNU at various moments. And I will not minimize the significance of those moments which JNUTA had given leadership to. I will not minimize that. And with that, we thought we'll release it in a proper manner, not, you know, in a manner which is, you know, just slightly doing something and just getting over with it. So we have a number of speakers. The last thing I would add here. We have also, for the last few months, a very difficult moment, very sad moment, and this sadness continues because one of our young students has been missing from the campus in a very difficult circumstances, and we do not know the whereabouts of this friend, and we don't know how long we'll be waiting for him. And this has been you know, a very bad moment for us since he went missing. And I mean, I hope that we soon get him back among us. And while doing all this, Najib always remains in the back of our minds. And so long as the state, the university administration, they don't do justice in the search for Najib, we will remain, you know, the campus will remain disturbed, and we will not be feeling very joyful living in a campus where a student can disappear like this. So thank you, friends. I will first, we'll have the book release, and then Professor Jankinar will be speaking a few words about the book, and then the guests will be speaking. They will be speaking very briefly. Some of them wanted to be silent speakers, but I said you can't be silent speakers, you have to say a few words. So I now request all our guests to release this book.
Before I invite Professor Janki Nair to speak about the book, can I invite the friends who are standing far off to come and occupy the space in the front? Those of you who are standing, please come and be seated in front. And now I invite Professor Janki Nair to